at some point, just to do it.
Just to do it, right?
A
All right.
marathon yak session, that could be funny.
Or we could play Twilight Imperium for 8 hours.
Oh my goodness, right?
I'm,
You
I'm
could
down
do
with
that.
that.
We could hang the camera like above because it's just a little camera. Yeah.
Right.
I got the game with both expansions.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
In fact, we're debating bringing it out for Dan's birthday on April 24th.
Nice.
Doing an all-day game thing up at Cloud Cap.
Wow.
Yeah. Which means I gotta go through all those rule books and remember how to play the damn thing.
No, I had the
Okay.
guys from Gnork Games over and was talking to them, and Steve, one of the Steves, was saying that he has it too, and was thinking about getting a game going soon.
Yeah. Those guys also went together and play Rex. They are really hot on that.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
So. Yeah,
Counter
those are some good guys over there. I like. We had them over to talk about when they had their game up on Kickstarter.
Yeah, I had them. The Kickstarter was over and failed, and so it was more sort of talking to him about what's next.
Yeah. Oh.
But
Hey, what do you know? We're on. You're calling it test two?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I am tweeting it out.
all right, so are we live as of now?
It
We
looks
are
like we
live.
are.
Yes, we are live.
Because
God, we're live and we have nothing to talk about. Holy cow.
Since when you
Oh,
have nothing to talk about? That
well,
is
that's
BS.
true. That's
my laptop crashed, and so I'm on my iPad and don't know how to work anything because it's all apps. So,
Wow. I mean, you could get Hangouts to work on iPad?
I can't get it to broadcast, but I can participate in it.
it looks pretty. Sound pretty good for being on an iPad.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Mm-hmm.
nice.
The camera's not bad either for an Apple product.
Well, at least we have a camera. That's nice.
Right. Nice. So, Brandon, have you messed with or checked out that video at all? Have you got a chance to do that to see what the quality was?
That's tomorrow. Today was the last day of the term for me for grad
Okay.
school, and
Awesome.
so tomorrow I'm going to look at the video. I think I should actually be able to send it to you pretty easy because the camera chunks everything up into 16-minute bites.
Oh, well,
But
great.
but
That's going to be like 30 bytes.
I mean like 16-minute bits, right?
Well,
Or
okay. Oh,
so
so that's only 10.
so I'll send you 6 adding up to 2 hours. So
Right.
you'll get 8 different files from me, but they all fit together just fine.
Right on.
So
Have you got a chance to even look at it? See how this? Do I need to put the sound quality or the
now
sound on it?
the quality should be okay, but because I
Well,
had the shotgun mic on it,
oh,
so
okay.
and I've used that before. I use that for most of the stuff I shoot, and it seems to do just fine.
Okay.
Uh,
Because I didn't cut anything out of our audio part of it, so I could just overlay one on top of the other, and I was wondering if I needed to do that or not.
yeah, no, I haven't checked it. You might want to anyway, because it will be better. The audio the
I don't know because we got a bunch of the feedback, and I don't know if that microphone feedback we got on a couple times, like thump thump thump, where the wire was loose, was coming more through the recording than it was through the speakers. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, that could be.
So,
But yeah, that's tomorrow. I'm also tomorrow I'm going to Portland Game Store, and I'm gonna meet with one of them and sort of talk to them and do a little filming there.
oh, right on.
Nice.
Yeah. So if either of you are off tomorrow, come hang out. Let,
Actually, I am off tomorrow. I'm just taking the car in the morning to get it worked on, but I can swing by. What time are you going to be there?
11:30. I'm meeting him at a coffee shop right nearby. Touch base and then head over to the store and do some quick filming.
And what time? You said 11:30?
Yeah.
Okay, I could try to swing by. I can't make any promises, but you know.
Yeah. No worries. I'll message you my number.
Okay. So where are we at? I'm gonna send a tweet. What's the
Uh,
pathological
Craig?
nerdcasters? I bet, huh?
I tagged you what this YouTube channel is. Look on your Twitter. I tagged it. I think I tagged
Okay.
both of you.
All right, I'm gonna. You guys talk. I'll be right back.
So, yeah,
There.
I think I tagged at Spaghetti Meeples and at Tetherboard on Twitter with the yep with
Got
what
it.
should be the link.
So, what have you guys been up to since Game Storm?
Oh, Star Wars Rebellion.
We're gonna start that already.
He asked. He wasn't there for the last one.
It's true.
For that. How is it?
It's really good. I'm going to Eric's to play it some more tomorrow night. I'll probably play it some Saturday. It's good. Of course, I'm getting too good at it, so people don't want to play me. But tell you what, there's nothing as gratifying as playing the Empire and blowing up planets. Oh, it's so stress relieving. So nice.
I didn't get to do that.
No, God, Chris was. I showed Chris how to play it. She was playing the Empire, and she like just put these troops down on Kashyyyk and just subjected it. It was subjugated. So I'm like, I
Right.
put Chewbacca out as a mission. I'm going to have this an uprising on Kashyyyk. But she like turned the Death Star on and blew up Kashyyyk before I could start an uprising, and that whole card mission was just useless. Like,
Nice.
thanks, just was gone. Can't just Wookiees in space.
Nice. Yeah. I've only got a chance to play it that one time. I haven't got a chance to play a lot of games. Played at my meetup. I played another round of Marvel Legendary. I'm really enjoying that Legendary system.
Oh God, I'm loving that Alien Legendary and Predator Legendary. You played it on the Saturday. I really enjoy that game.
Yeah, and there isn't much. I mean, the only difference between the two is that you have that scan that you have to do on Aliens and Predator that you don't have to do in Marvel. It's really, and you have that you can help your teammates with what is that?
Coordinate.
Coordinate. Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that's really the only difference between the Marvel, other than the IPs, obviously. But
well, we were doing the Predator 2 co-op, and it was just me and James that survived that. You and Mike just got nuked, man. Nuked bad. Because that one Predator came out, just ran and pushed everything down. There's like 6 things in that freaking combat zone, and we were getting ready to die bad.
yeah, what have you been playing, Brandon?
Actually, just Memoir 44, Winter Wars. Which
Oh,
is
how you
because I
liking
had
that?
a lot of time to do much of anything, and so of course I picked one that had a lot of setup time.
Right.
Um, but I was really excited because I finally got the Winter Board and the Winter Wars, and it's really beautiful together. And have either of you played Memoir 44 before?
Yes, I've actually played that. I've played Battle Lore and Command and Colors. I really like Command and Colors Ancients.
Nice. But yeah, I didn't think I would like Memoir 44 because I'm not much of a war games guy. But there's something really freeing about that structure of having the cards that you just like, oh, I only have 5 choices.
Right.
I don't have to suffer from AP. I have 5 choices, and then 2 of them are already taken away from me because my soldiers are only in one section anyway, so then what do I want to do?
Right.
But that's been pretty much it. We got out Forbidden Desert.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the co-op, the Matt Leacock thing.
Yeah. And is it Matt Leacock?
Yeah.
Is it?
It is. Yeah, it is.
Because Carissa's wanting Nitwit by the same guy, and it's got yarn and stuff in it.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
had to look to make sure that it was Matt Leacock. But yeah, I like it better than Forbidden Island.
Yeah. It's a little has a little bit more to it, even though it's a lot of the same. But it's like a half a step up, I would say.
Yeah. And plus the pieces are really nice.
Yeah.
Like the little ship you build.
Yeah, the ship that you really don't need.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool. You get to build that thing. It's awesome.
Well, that engine is really beautifully machined. It's actual metal, and
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Wow.
What about you, Jason?
Like I said, I've been playing Legendary. What did I play at my meetup? That's what I was trying to remember. I'd have to go back. And we played Isle of Trains, of course, because I love that game. Oh My Goods.
Yo,
That's getting.
I just played that Wednesday again after playing with you once. I picked it up. I really like that.
For
That
Which
for
one's
second or
it?
third time I played it, I was really starting to dig on that thing.
You can't go wrong for $15. You really can't.
It's like a complete Euro game for $15 in 30 minutes. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
What's it
Yeah.
called?
Oh my goods is what it's called here in the States. It's a blue box.
Man, what's it called? I got it right here. It's called something. It's like Darach Guten or something. Because I got the game and I opened it up. I'm like, I want to make sure we're playing it right. It was in German. I'm like, I think they sent the wrong rules, but the English one's like underneath it.
Yeah. And then if you go on the forums, I think I printed it off, but they've tweaked some of the rules. Um, the one thing that it's like a variant almost. So before you deal out the two cards, one of the things you can do now is discard your whole hand and redraw.
Okay.
Because sometimes you'll get stuck with a bunch of buildings that you just
Like
can't
12 and 17 gold.
Right, exactly. So you can discard your whole hand and redraw up to the number you have. Um, that was like the big one, and then there's a couple other little tweaks that they've done. Um, you can do the variant that you don't lose the building if you can't build it; it just goes back to your hand.
hmm
Um, and then there's one that's kind of weirded word. So you got the +1 card, or the building that gives you an extra card.
Yeah, you get 3 instead of 2.
Right.
Or you can
And
get
then
like,
you could do the two buildings that have that, but I think that's what it's applying to. A rule says something about you can only use both of those buildings if you have like no more than 3 cards in your hand. It's worded weird because the German hasn't been translated completely to English. Mayday hasn't done that yet. So somebody just translated the German updated variant rules. So I'm not too sure on that one.
But what's the point of the game?
oh, it's amazing. It's a card game, but you're like, was it a production game? Would you say, Jason?
Yeah, it's engine building. Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, engine building game.
It's like my favorite use. I love cars that have multiple uses. That's why I like Imperial Settlers and some of the other. You can just take a car, or was it Lagrange, where like those cars can do like one of 5 different things, and this game does that. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's like San Juan or Isle of Trains. Yeah, multi-use cards. So the basic thing is on the cards, you've got victory points in one corner. You've got how much it costs to build it. You've got the actual building, and then you've got the good at the bottom center, what that produces, what that building produces, and how much gold each one is worth. To the left is what resources out of the market you need. To the left of that, and then to the right of that is chaining. So once you get to things started, then you can keep chaining cards out of your hand.
Yeah, but the thing I love about it is you sit there, you have the first market that comes out, right? And you're like, okay, I really want to do this building, but not everything's showing on the card. So do I chance it and have like a good worker to make them lazy? You say, oh, you have to go for that second market. You just don't know it's just such a gamble. It just pisses you off when stuff doesn't come up and you're counting on it because if you can't produce, it's just screwed and it's just bad. But it's awesome.
Exactly.
So
But,
some of when I was taught the game, I think there were some rules mistakes as I went back and read it. The guy who was teaching me was like, he said you could either build a building or hire an assistant, and it looks like you can do both.
that's one of the new rule changes now too, is that you
Oh,
can only do one or the other, and it says in the rule book that you can only have 2 assistants.
yeah, two
But
assistants.
now that they've changed it, you got to build or hire an assistant. You can have as many assistants as you want.
Okay, and then to move your assistant around, it costs 2 gold.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
we kind of screwed that up. But he was like, "Oh, you can either buy a building," or I was like, "Well, according to the rules, it looks like you can do both. But if it's an update, then I get it."
yeah. That's one of the new updates.
Jason, your picture disappeared. Should it?
Did
I'm
it?
only seeing your docking bay. I feel
That's
like
kind of weird. I'm
I feel
still
like I just
streaming.
got spaghetti and meatballs or something.
Can you see it now?
No, and maybe it's just me. Um,
Oh
Now
no,
I
Jason's gone.
Yeah. Well, now I just turned it off. So now if I turn it
Uh,
back on,
we'll see. But was wondering if we could back up, guys, TC, because the thing I've been wondering about is battle lore and how it compares to
Oh,
memoir.
it's
It's better.
fantasy. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
it's Well,
It's
first
better.
of all, it's got fantasy flight components, so it's got plastic out the yin yang.
right.
I don't have a copy, but I've played it, and it has a variable a setup is a more variable of a setup, and there's a lot more in it. It's really good. If you like fantasy, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, okay.
And
So
they have like
what
a
I like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
I was
TC.
about to say there's also there's an app for it, like a iOS app for iPad,
Mhm.
since you're talking to us through an iPad, so you don't have to pay like the $70 for the game. You can just get like the $15 computer version. Like I've been playing Twilight Struggle for $12 right now.
Okay.
Oh, are you on? Are you on Steam?
Oh hell
Twilight Struggle?
yeah, man! That thing came out. Chris was like, "Don't spend money." I'm like, "I don't care." Twilight Struggle.
I'll have to add you. I was gonna ask you if either one of you got the play deck. What's your username on
Rabidosa, Rabidosa,
RAB?
IDOSA. That should be me on there. I haven't really. Do you have to set up something on the Twilight Struggle app, or is it recognized?
Do you have a? It's ran through play deck. So if you have a play deck um, account,
Oh, I
then
don't have a Play Deck account yet. That's my Steam account ID.
oh well, I'll add you on that too.
Well,
So
there you
just
go.
go. Yeah, go into Twilight Struggle. The multiplayer is ran through their play deck, and then just create an account, and then
Okay, I'll try.
you can find me. It's on. I'm Sam Hain. SAMHAIN.
Like Sam Hain. Okay.
Yeah,
Like
Sam
the
Hain. Technically Sam won, but Sam Hain. Yes.
Okay.
Like the holiday or the band, whichever you want to affiliate with it.
both is good.
Yep.
I usually listen to Misfits and Sam Hain.
Yes. Big time Misfits fan. Even though Danzig's kind of a douchebag, but that's all right. He's still got a good voice.
Mother.
Exactly. So, but
Hey,
yeah, the cool thing about Battle Lore is, like he said, it has the variables. So each player picks their half of the board on there's like cards, so like scenarios. So each player, depending on your faction, you'll get a different type, like 4 or 5 cards you can choose from. And then that will tell you like your winning conditions, kind of like a special ability, and then it has a layout of your half of the board. And so you don't know what the other player's picking, and what there'll be a win condition or a points condition that is default, and then plus you can gain points usually asymmetrically from your setup. Maybe
well,
you have to be covering a hill and something else, and you get a point.
well, isn't there a thing where like your soldiers, like they might be face down and they don't know, your opponent doesn't know what they're running into?
There's
So,
that too. So that's the other part. Yeah. So you pick your card. You both kind of reveal. You set your board up with whatever the forest, the hills, hexagons. They'll be placed in certain spots according to whatever scenario you picked. And then you build your army, and you'll put your army down, face down. And there's blank cards also, or dummy cards. So you'll both put out a set number of cards, but you don't know which is their military and which are dummy cards. So it's a little bit more strategic and tactical that way also, as compared to, I believe Memoir is just campaign based, right? It's a set for the campaign,
yeah,
whatever campaign you're doing.
everybody knows where everybody's pieces are and what they can do. The thing I like about Memoir is the historical context, in that for each scenario, it's like this is based on the actual battle in Sword Beach.
Right.
It turns out, however, it turns out when you play, it's not
Right,
going
exactly,
to
yeah.
end exactly the same way. But I like that historical piece to it, where it's sort of, it's not just a war game; it's connecting it, so you can feel a little bit more in touch with the history of it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I guess as if one is better than the other, I personally prefer Battle Lore, but I'm a fantasy buff. I do enjoy historical games, obviously, but and I like the variable play. I like having to choose, and your opponent not knowing exactly what you're choosing and how that side of the battlefield's going to look.
Right.
So, but
Well, it's
110,
second,
220.
and that's a second edition for Battle Lore. I think the new one now, it made a lot of improvements off the first edition, I thought.
Yeah.
I never played the first edition. I played the second.
Did you play the Game of Thrones version, the Battle for Westeros or whatever it was called? They did the Battle Lore version of Westeros.
What?
I just saw that the other day that they had that. I didn't realize until recently.
Yeah,
What? Wait, what?
yeah,
Like
that
Brandon
before they
Teller's
came.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, but they did like Battle Lore, then they updated Battle Lore to the Westeros, and then they updated that to Battle Lore Second Edition.
Oh, damn it. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No, how have you played it, TC, the Westeros?
No, I haven't. I'm not a big games with. In fact, freaking James came over last Saturday to record, and he brought over the Game of Thrones, the trivia game to play. I was like, I haven't watched a show but read a book. Are you serious? You bitch and moan that we don't play enough Euros, and you bring this garbage over? Fine, we'll play it.
I
At
can't
least
believe
it was,
he brought that over. That's
yeah,
funny.
but at least it was like three. It was like a choice of three things. So I broke out the Liberty or Death three-sided die and just rolled. Two. Okay, sounds good. I have a 33% chance of getting anything right. I mean, Richard Hera was like the freaking Game of Thrones. Everybody knew a lot but me, and I was just pissed.
So is it a Trivial Pursuit?
No, it was actually a little. You had questions, but then you had like this map, and you put influence out. And you could kick someone else's influence, and there's like, I don't know, like 6 areas of Westeros, like the wall and everything. And then whoever had the most influence in each area won the game. And then they had these character cards that came out, and I don't know if they matched. There was like some pictures of some actors, right? And they did something douchey you could throw out and screw someone over. That was fun. But then again, you had to know the show and the show to play it at all, and I didn't know the show.
That's funny.
Look forward to that episode going up here in a week or so, where I just sit there and go, "What do you think, DC?" I'm like,
That's
So
funny.
that actually reminds me. We did do Risk Legacy recently, which we were looking on the dates because you write down the times that you play. It'd been 2 years since we played. And I still didn't win. I never win. Out really early, and then it has a mechanic where you then can put 4 people on an unclaimed area. But by the time you're doing that, everybody else has 50 people each, and so you're just putting your 4 people from here to here, trying not to die. But you'll never.
Putting a Band-Aid off your severed arm, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so in another 2 years we'll pull it out again.
How far into is that? Got the 12-game thing as like Pandemic Legacy?
Yeah,
or
like 14, I think. And that was our 3rd game.
Oh God! Hey, you got a game for about 10 years.
Yeah. No, at this rate, it's well worth the investment when you compare the amount of time it's taking us to play it. Oh, but one thing I had heard about was that underneath the insert in the box was a set of cards that reads "Do not open ever," and I looked, and it is there.
Oh.
I haven't opened it yet.
You should open it. You're going to see the small nuclear cloud over where your house is at.
Yeah, so that was kind of exciting to find out that something that was, urban legend is true.
That's like, have either one of you played Time Stories, the first case?
No, not yet. I want to.
Yeah, I've played it. We got the
I don't
third
want. I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil it for Brandon if he hasn't.
The only thing that pisses me off about Time Stories is that plastic insert tray is falling apart inside of it.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty.
It's cracking and everything's falling apart. I'm like, oh, this is the cheapest plastic I've ever seen in my life. And I've seen some pretty cheap
The rest
games.
of it's really good, though, right? I mean,
Oh, that's great.
the rest of it does.
Yeah. Yeah, and the sucky thing is that the insert is actually very well done as far as organization of components.
Yeah.
Even if you're in the middle of a mission, you can easily put your colored pegs and with what equipment cards or whatever that they gathered with them. There's like slots for that, so you can kind of keep everything organized if you stop in the middle of a run or did one run, failed, and you want to save what you have. But yeah, the plastic is like really thin and really sucky, so it's kind of like you put all that effort in figuring out how to organize it, and then you went cheap on the plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the moment. Hey, so are you both going to PDXAge?
Yeah, I've been in contact with Matt. Oh my God, it's been so funny. He's been contacting me like, what's going on? What's going on? I was like, dude, we're going. I know, Jason, you responded to that, didn't you?
I
Saying you were.
did, but I haven't heard it from Jessica. I took Friday off, so I can do Friday or Saturdays for because Jessica was in that.
Yeah, I sent you the email she sent me,
Okay.
and I told
I
him, I
think
was like,
I
hey,
replied all.
yeah, so
What
I
was it?
told them I would help out whatever they wanted us to do. So, but I'll be there.
Cool.
I've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off.
Yep.
Whoa, nice.
I took Friday off, so I'll have that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well off.
Yeah, I
Which
plan on sitting at that
which
library as much as possible, hawking our shit.
which is kind of funny because the week after that I actually start vacation. Luckily, I asked that for a couple months ago, so I don't think they realized I asked for that Friday off, and then like a week later, the whole week off, right before Memorial Day weekend. Oops.
They don't notice.
Yep.
You're
Exactly. So, looking in the email now.
Yeah, and I figured we could bring some. We could do if we want to try to coordinate like uh, we can all sit around and do a podcast in a corner somewhere. We could do that too. Again, I'm flying off the seat of my pants. If you guys anything more solid, let me know.
No,
what?
I could totally. We could just throw one of the mics out right in the middle of the table and all chit chat.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
No, I think if we could get it mobile, we could be really obnoxious and just go table to table. So, what are you playing?
That would be awesome.
What do you think about it?
Yeah,
What's this piece of crap?
my goal is to get one, but it's not going to happen before that, unfortunately. No wonder because I'm in the wrong email.
Get
I'm
in
in
the
the
right,
Docking Bay
or
email,
can you
not my
get the
regular
right
email.
email that in the transmission?
Yeah. So were you part of that, Brandon, of that link that TC?
Did I
I
not
don't
send you
the
one?
initial. I got a forward.
Yeah, that's how I
Okay.
forward you something because I got this thing saying, I actually want to help out. Here's the hours we need help with the table. I said, I'm just going to send this out to everyone I know. Then I got this thing back saying, like, I thought you guys were going to rotate the library table. I said, whatever. I said, whatever you want us to do, just give us what you want us to do. I'll be good with it. Don't
Right?
spaz. It's just, I'll be good.
Just tell me what to do.
I know, I'll be there. Just tell me what to do, man.
Well,
No,
unless they plan on giving us tickets, I'm not going to spend the whole weekend there. That's
No,
for sure.
no. I did send this guy. I said if I have you guys help with the library, you guys should get free tickets. What do you think? And I never heard back. But I'm probably gonna hit him up again this weekend again to be like, probably go into a little bit mean mode like I did with the Game Storm.
Right?
well, I know he gets kind of well. The email I got from him is that he's been getting pretty busy
Yeah, that's
on it.
fine.
So,
I'm
well,
sure it's not gonna be a big deal.
yeah. Well, and that's the other thing that's difficult talking about GameStorm too, is that all of us have day jobs.
Yeah,
Everything is volunteer run, and if you don't have the same consistent volunteers, then there's like one or two people trying to hold everything together, while 20 people around you are rotating and changing out all
Right.
the time. Um, that's why I was glad that we were able to get in touch with Rob Lacoste from
that
GameStorm.
that
And
was huge.
he added me as a friend on Facebook, which is kind of scary.
You made a new friend.
I had a new friend.
I just went back and listened to what the audio. It sounded great. I mean, there were issues, but man, wow. I was like, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad we did that. We need to do that again.
Yeah, no, for sure. And actually, I'd like to take this moment to thank Rob for use of his technology. So that's
Yes, very
cool.
much so.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right. And I think Levi is going to have a North by Northwest demo area at PDXAge, so I'm sure I can rope him into coming on and talking with us if we do a podcast thing.
I, from the gist of things, it sounds like there's going to have a whole lot of vendors there anyway. You can rope in whoever. And I may have James help us with the library too if I can get him in. He said he might go. So
Okay.
I think it'll be fun. I wanted to say thank you. Carissa's off writing right now.
Oh,
It's what she's
good.
doing. Yeah, she's like, I gotta take the laptop and go write. I was like, why? I said, Jason wants me to do all this stuff. I'm like, okay, see you later. Gotta do some research. I can't do it here with all the kids around.
No, I didn't want to feel like I was forcing her into it or anything. I talked to her at GameStorm about it, and then I emailed her. And then I'm like, she's like, well, how many words is it? I'm like, here, I'll just forward you it. Here you go. You can, if you want to do it, let me know.
She's working on it now. That's why she's not
Awesome.
here tonight. But
Awesome.
yeah, she was pretty stoked. She just wanted some quiet time to do it.
Awesome. Yeah. So cool. Good.
Oh, Colossus when is it on? Is it on Kickstarter now?
Coliseum.
Coliseum. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, the Elysium got X'd out here.
Yeah, it might be almost over. Better hurry up.
Oh.
And did you see the Thunder Alley expansion?
Yeah, but it's like only at 35% right
I
now.
know. So yeah. So back
So
it.
I did, but it's not gonna
Oh,
make a
okay.
difference.
Because I called you out on it. I called you out on the podcast that's dropping. I'm like, TC, you best be back in this because you actually get to play Thunder Alley.
Yeah, it's just it seems like everything I have interest in backing. It's just I have the touch of death. I'm surprised House of Borgia funded since I was interested in it. Like, oh, I like this game. Well, so much for that. I just have to play Jason's prototype he has.
Right? Yeah, it was touch and go there for a while.
Yeah. Well, it was really interesting watching that because it's like it didn't fund and then it funded and then it just took off after that because I think after people knew that it was gonna hit or like it was gonna get funded, they jumped on it.
It's so weird because we can see the stats on the backside, right? And therefore, the middle of the campaign, it was like treading water. And if you're not watching the backside, seeing how many people drop and how many people come on, we were just basically getting the same amount coming on, 3 or 4 a day, but that same amount would drop off. So on the front side, it looks like you're not gaining any traction. It's kind of weird. I mean, and then all of a sudden, like you said, it was like that last week. All of a sudden, we just kind of got this splurge of people started coming. I know it helped with Chris Kirkman mentioned it on State of Games. Suzanne was nice enough to throw it on the Dice Tower for us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so and a couple other people were talking about it that we had play it on our podcast or on their podcast or videos or whatever, and all of a sudden it took off and then it just erupted, which was super cool. So yeah, it was exciting. Stressful for about 3 weeks, exciting for about a week.
And now you're back to being stressful because you got to actually make the thing.
Yeah, now we're trying to figure out, the judicions of it all. I mean, the thing of it is that anytime we do a Kickstarter like that, like we're out of that 35,000, we won't have any money really left over from it. I mean, it'll take all of that between manufacturing and shipping. Yeah, I mean, the shipping is going to be probably 40% of it. I mean, you lose 10% of it to Kickstarter and Amazon, and then I think it's going to be depending on how many copies we actually produce. There'll be about 10. I think 10 to 15 is what we got figured. Will be for producing it, and then. The shipping will be a good probably 30%.
I know you had to bring that down. I know, didn't you bring shipping down to try to get more?
We did. Well, so we'll take a blunt of some of it, and some of it we brought down, like the international. We finally got a thing from Ship Naked that said no, that's not right. It is actually $20 no matter where internationally. So we're able to bring the Australian one way down. We cut cost a little bit of the off for the EU and stuff like that. Yeah, we took a little bit of a blunt, but not too bad. I mean,
Good.
do what you got to do.
Spare copies lying around that I could purchase?
We will have. I am working on the website to, because we'll do more than, because we have 750 backers. We'll do probably a print run. We're hoping to print run between 2,000 and 3,000, depending on if there's a couple other countries we might be in talks with that may do a print run with us. So, but yes, we will have a pre-order here pretty soon. I got to work on the backer kit that Jason just signed up for. It's who we're using to do the Kickstarter part of it, and then yes, we'll have some for pre-orders and all that. I'll be working on that on the Town Strikes website. So,
Nice.
so yes, so yeah, the ball's rolling, and Chris is now going to be editing the rule book,
Yeah.
which I think the rule book looks pretty good, but I wanted her to give a look over it.
He's
and
working
then-
on it now. It's gonna, it's gonna be. Oh God, it's
Yep.
gonna be dripped in red. I'm warning you right now. When she edits,
That's
it's
awesome.
brutal.
It's awesome, yeah. And then she's going to be doing some lore for us for the Popes, because that was the last stretch goal that we threw in, was having an author come in and do some lore for the Cardinals. So
Yeah, she was looking into some historical stuff for that too.
awesome.
Yeah. So I'm curious what you think. But she's going to send you some samples when she gets back tonight.
Yeah, that works. That's what she said. So yeah, and then I'll just forward it to Wash. He has the final say. It's his company. So.
Oh. So he'll watch the say something like it's going to be awesome. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Well, and the thing of it is that we reached out to Carissa because I wanted, not only is she a good author, and I know she's edited rule books, and she did Liberty or Death, so I know House of Borgia is not anywhere close to being,
God, yeah.
So she was perfect for that, and then doing the lore, and then she's got a friend that did the Hooch stuff, that wrote the Hooch story whenever Hughes ran that. And I think he's going to try to have him do also 6, and then we'll probably, whichever ones we like out of the 12, then we'll pick and mix 3 and 3 or something like that. So, or if we like all of Chris's, we'll take hers all into. So that's kind of the plan, because she wanted to include him, and I wanted to include Carissa. So it's like, we'll pay you to write for all 6, and we'll probably use, if not all 6, at least half of them probably.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
And of course, give them proper credit and all that. So.
Yeah, so good. We got the Q&A going. We've got. This is. Thanks for figuring this out, Jason.
Hell yeah, no problem. Now that I think I've figured out a somewhat quick way to get it started, I just got to remember what my regular login is.
Don't say it right now, because
I know, right? What my regular password is.
And then our next one is the second Tuesday of May. Is that it? Is that the schedule?
I think it's the 3rd.
3rd, okay.
I thought it was the 1st.
Oh, God, we were all messed up.
There's a spreadsheet.
Yeah,
dates, right?
Yeah, there is. It's first Tuesday, so whatever the first Tuesday is.
Hey, I was right.
Oh, no, May 3rd.
All right.
Yeah, because the only reason I even know that is because May 4th happened to be Wednesday, and that's when I'm recording with AJ Portofino, Van Ryder Games. He's going to come on, and we're on the podcast.
Very cool.
He is trying something new this year with Saloon Tycoon. I don't know if either one of you backed that one.
No.
So what he's done, he reached out to
I don't know if I mentioned I'm in grad school, so I can't.
I know, right? It's all right. We'll back him for you.
Cool.
Speaking of backing, Bottom of the Ninth expansions by Dice 8 Me Games is out.
Yeah.
It's on Kickstarter right now. Already funded. Check it out. But so he's trying something new. It's called Hubs, or he's calling it Hubs. And from all the major metropolis areas, he is setting up with backers that want to participate. Basically, he'll send the shipment, like I'm in the Portland, Oregon area, so there'll be like 6 or 7. He'll ship 6 or 7 to me, and I'll be responsible for getting them to the people in this region. In the Portland, Oregon region. So it's something new that he's trying, that he's set up. He set up a Google Groups, and we're going to come on and we're going to talk about it and stuff.
Fun.
see if it's actually working out better, because if it's actually going to help him with shipping prices or not, and all that good stuff. So got him coming on, and then I think, um, oh my God, brain fart. Boards Alive podcast, Quentin and Aaron. I think they're going to be on too. I kind of reached out to them, so they were interested.
Cool.
So, that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh crap! I know. Tomorrow we gotta. Speaking of things we need to do, botch games. They want us to record a 10-minute segment on our favorite Fantasy Flight game. Can't remember to do that tomorrow.
Oh, he did? Where did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I just sent him an email. I was like, hey, you're talking because they said they were doing like Fantasy Flight games all this month.
right.
And I said, hey, you want us to contribute a 10-minute segment? He's like, sure. I'm like, okay, crap, now I gotta do it.
Nice.
What game are you gonna do?
I probably do
Rebellion.
Rex. Rebellion, I would do. Oh, I'd love to talk about it. People are gonna be sick of me talking about it. I know I was tempted to do the Twilight Imperium. I'd probably end up doing Rex since that's my favorite game of all time ever. So,
No, we'll have to play that together because I still haven't played it yet.
bringing it to PDXAge. I plan on getting a game at PDXAge in because I know Joey wants to get on one. The Gnort guys want to get on it. You want to get on it? That'll be easy. We just need 6.
Okay.
You guys have fun with that.
You know, oh come on, Jason! This is like the most awesome game ever.
Whatever.
You
You
know
say
it.
that about Battlestar Galactica too, and I'm not.
That's
buying it.
great. With all the expansions, it turns into you haven't played with the where you can just instead of putting them in the brig, you just throw them in the airlock. Oh my god, that's awesome. I played Admiral Kane. Oh, we don't want to throw him in the airlock. Well, once per game, I can throw someone in the airlock, whoever I want. Goodbye. See you later.
My God.
Oh.
Whatever. I'll stick to my Nippon.
See, those things are so. There's nothing. Is like I move this little piece over and get some points. It's neat. What? There's nothing epic about that. You can't like blow stuff up. You have a battle that destroys everything. No, I just collect some victory points. I do my own little thing. It's neat. It's cute.
Hey, you screwed people in Nippon.
So, there's like Rococo. Have you guys played that?
I
The
have
dress
not
game.
yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
played that one. I saw that one. I was like, "Is that a Euro game? Yeah, it's about making dresses. Yeah, I'm in."
No, it's great, and you do your own thing.
Yeah, but you can make fireworks at the top of the building though.
Yeah.
See,
It's
make a
impressive.
dress is like awesome. You have like these artisan things. I'm like, wow, I've never played anything like this. I got my own tailors. I got a little deck building. No one can mess with me. I can make fireworks on the top of a building. It's cool.
Yeah.
Did I mention I'm making a dress? I made the best dress. Yeah, that's a manly thing.
No, but it's a great game. It's not very epic, but
It's
you do
good.
your thing and it's good. So I like those too, where you're just.
Oh, I like a good solid Euro.
Yeah.
But man, sometimes I just want to do something spectacular for no reason. Like in Rex, if you get the right shield with the right gun, everyone blows up and dies. It's just this big crater where everyone was. I fight. Oh, I have your traitor. You lose. What? Yeah. Too bad.
Yeah. I do want to try Rococo. That's been on my list of wanting to play. Just nobody I know actually owns that one.
Yeah, I've got it.
Kristen, yeah, you got it. Kristen Ragsdale has it. We can run her down.
Oh, there you go.
It's one of her. God, it's one of those designers she likes. Who actually did that? I can't think of his name. So
That wasn't a Solus game, was it?
no, I can't think. It was like he did some other games, and she was on that designer a kick for a while. So that's why she picked it up. I keep asking for my seer to bring it back because I want to play it again. Just bring the dress game? No. Just bring the dress game? No. Bring the damn dress game. I want to play that again.
It's oddly compelling.
Mhm.
It's like I want
What's
to best dress.
what's the main mechanic of it?
It's like it's weird. It's got like this deck building mechanic. It's got what worker placement kind of. It's like a mishmash of like 4 or 5 things.
Yeah, the primary thing that your engine is 3 cards that you have in your hand at a time. But then you have pieces that you place on the board that give you points, that give you more money to buy more supplies. Or no, that's not it at all. It's the cards, right? TC?
Yeah, you have cards. You know, you build your cards up.
But the
It's been
stuff
so
that
long since I played it.
but you have like a hand of three tailors, but then there are cards that have supply or like fabric that you need to get a hold of, and then you have supplies like yarn
Mhm.
and that you need to get a hold of. But yeah, I think mishmash is probably the best way to
Yeah.
talk about it because then you do have sort of a worker placement where you put things on the board that give you points.
Huh.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it
It
does
was
sound
good.
interesting.
I only played it once, but I wanted to play it again. And James never got another copy in, and it's out of print, I think.
wow, I'm glad it
Yeah.
helped.
It was like
Anyway,
there was another one I really enjoyed. It was like what was it called? Brussels 18 something or other.
yes, I still want to play that.
Dude, I wanted it was beautiful. I just want that board to put on the wall. I love the artwork on that thing. And Z-Man did like one run and you can't find it anymore.
Yeah,
Mm.
and there's a lot of people that talk about it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like crap. You had a used copy on the shelf and I almost snagged it, but someone beat me to it.
Oh,
Uh,
I did see that Aliens game you were talking about, the legendary that was used um, with people that had rubber banded at
yeah, it's just like someone.
Cap games. They had rubber band the cards. I'm like, oh, James still wanted like $30 for it. I'm like, yeah, no,
And I was like, oh, I could just buy it used for what, 50? Yeah, at least I know the cards will be in decent shape.
right? Exactly.
yep. Hey guys, I'm gonna cut out early. I have a lot of
Oh.
sleep to catch up on.
No, how long? So, how much more school do you have left?
Well, I have a 3 week break right now. Then I start my
Nice.
student teaching May 9th. And that goes into the end of the school year. And then summer, I have a whole slew of classes where I'm taking social studies and assessment and a bunch of other things. And then in the fall, I go back for more student teaching, and I'll be done in December.
Oh
So
well, there you go.
I'll get a few
Light is
breaks.
there at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, yeah. But I think the hardest part's over now. I mean, student teaching will be its own challenge for
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been taking like 4 classes at a time in a really compacted amount of time.
What was
Uh,
that, like 25 credits?
uh, Something like that, because I took 6 classes since January.
Oh,
And
wow.
now I just now finished all of that, so
Wow.
it's been a little intense.
I bet.
Tomorrow's my first day off it's been a while.
And
plus,
you're going
plus working on top of that?
No,
I
no,
was
I'm
gonna
lucky
say.
that I don't have to do that, but then that means I can't back Kickstarters. Or
Right?
buy a New Bedford, which I really want to get.
I'll have it on the way.
Nice.
So you can play it.
Yeah,
I
let me
bet.
know when you get it. I'll come over and play it.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting idea, like that it's whaling, but it's a tabletop game, and there's something about the setting that's just really appealing.
Um, yeah, and we actually Chris came on when they relaunched the second one, and we talked about the two different runs that they had, or the two Kickstarters, because he had so much success for the second one compared to the first time it went on. Um, and we were talking about the artwork, and I liked the artwork from the second one, but there was something about that artwork of the original artwork of
Yeah.
the New Bedford sign that really said something. I don't know what it is, but they obviously the second artwork worked better apparently because I think they ended up doing 100,000 on it or so,
Yeah.
or pretty
Well, it was
close to it.
interesting though because the first one looked like it would have wound up being successful. It just wasn't going the way they wanted it to.
Yeah, it would have been because they would have had to do taxes and everything else on top of it, and it was right at the end of the year, and yeah, yeah.
But I know what you're saying about the artwork because when you sent me the link for the pre-orders for the new version, or well, the second Kickstarter version, I was like, "This is great," but it looks a little different than I remember, and I couldn't
Right.
quite nail it. So I'm glad you
Yeah,
brought.
yeah. The angry fisherman, the pissed off fisherman for the second one. So.
All
But
right.
yeah, I totally look forward to that. And then I know Chris is Seth Jaffe is working on an expansion for Isle of Trains. So that I definitely look forward to that too.
Cool. Cool.
I don't
All
know
right.
if you played. Did you play that one?
No, no.
The card game.
No. I saw
I'll
it.
bring it. I'll
Okay.
bring it.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna log off.
All right. I'll
And
See you
probably
later,
just.
Brandon.
yeah, thank you. If you guys are gonna keep going, I'll watch the rest of it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll probably cut it out. I think I'm gonna stop it and see if it starts uploading to the right channel.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Well, I'm glad we were able to do this, and I hope it works.
Right. Right on. Thanks, Brandon.
Yeah. Thank you. See ya. Bye,
see you,
Steve.
Brandon.
Have a good one.
You
I don't
too.
know how to hang up. Just
You're
gonna
still
close
there.
all night.
You're still there.
Wait, did that do it? Did that do it? That didn't do it. I know how to do it. Here we go.
Gone yet?
Right. So, awesome. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna stop it, and see if it starts uploading to the right channel.
Okay, I will talk to you later, Jason.
All right.
What was your Sam Hain was your Twilight
Struggle.
Struggle,
Strugger.
Sugar, MO. So I will, Mans Rabidosa, I will log on that and see if I can't find you. And God, there was something else. Oh, Brandon's gonna be there at 11:30 at the Portland Game Store.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll try to head up there after I record this thing for Botch Games tomorrow. Send it to him. God, I don't know how that's going to work out. I don't even know what Chris is going to talk about. Hopefully, it'll be letters from Whitechapel. I don't know.
Ooh, that is a fantasy flight.
It is now.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you later, Jason.
All right, later.